Welcome back to Brutally Honest Reviews, only on the Brutally Honest Network. Today, we're reviewing a movie that probably shouldn't be reviewed, Holmes and Watson, featuring Will Ferrell, John C. Reilly, the actress from Crashing who plays...
Rebecca Hall?
Is it the right one?
It could be.
Skinnier actress, who's the one who...
The other doctor one?
The dumb one.
Lisa Lupkus?
I think you're right.
The cat lady raised by cats.
The cat lady raised by cats, Lisa Lupkus. Also on something else.
And who played the Queen and who played
Moriarty?
Moriarty was played by Voldemort.
Yes,
Ralph
Ralph
Fiennes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I'm talking about the other lady, the doctor, the actual doctor.
I think that was Rebecca Hall.
Rebecca Hall?
Yeah.
Okay. And
she
then
was in Iron Man 3 as well.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And the Queen. Do you know the Queen?
I have no idea.
I think that's Miss Trunchbull from Matilda.
Oh my god, it might be.
Pam Ferris?
Pam Ferris?
Ignore that. Go to her Wikipedia page. It's Miss Trunchbull.
Yeah, go see if she's Miss Trunchbull. I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
Oh, is that Lisa Lupkus? Did I say that right?
Lauren
Yeah.
Lucas.
Lauren Lupkus.
Lauren.
Sorry, Lauren.
Yeah, she plays Nick Holmes, or Pete Holmes.
Ex-wife?
Ex-wife in Crashing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like that show a lot.
And she was a prison guard in Orange is the New Black, too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she was in that. I forgot.
She's,
I was trying to figure out what I knew her from.
She's usually in lots of good stuff.
Yeah.
Usually.
She's kind of under the radar a little bit.
Yeah. There's a hint that this wasn't a good one.
But
Let's discuss.
So I'm here today with Rob, Justin,
Hola.
and Will, and we are reviewing Holmes and Watson. So, first thoughts. What do you think of the movie, Rob?
Stop it. It's horrible.
Do it.
Do what?
It.
I don't know what it is, but I'm not going to do it.
Teach him how to Dougie.
I was thinking that too, to be honest.
Sure, Andy.
This movie is horrible. It's the worst Will Ferrell movie. It's the worst John C. Reilly movie. It's the worst movie.
I don't think it's the worst.
Electro was
It's
pretty
not
bad.
the worst movie, but it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
It was.
I'm trying to think of a worse Will Ferrell movie because I know there is one.
I don't think there
he's
is.
ever been in.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
Fucking hate Will Ferrell.
He hates you.
Good.
His closest for me to coming to a bad movie was just him acting in a different style role that was non-comedy and Everything Must Go, which is actually a good movie.
I liked that movie. It was pretty solid.
Yeah, but it was so different from him. But like, I feel like people want to hate it because it wasn't Will Ferrell, like comedy Will Ferrell, but it was good.
Well, it's like Adam Sandler in that 9/11 movie, where it's just like
Adam Sandler was in a 9/11 movie.
Yeah, where he was like a homeless guy who was homeless because of 9/11, and it was very sad.
I
Is that the one
only
with Don
think of,
Cheadle?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Yeah, that was good.
I didn't watch it.
I can only think of his character in like Billy Madison in that scenario, which is really disrespectful.
Yeah. Same.
That's the movie we deserve.
I think enough time has passed. We can
He's
make it now.
homeless.
Yeah, we
in
can
the
do it
woods.
now.
He had the midlife crisis with funny people, which was actually a pretty good movie.
I like that
But,
one
Hated
too.
it.
yeah. And The Cobbler was actually pretty good, albeit retarded.
I don't even know what that is.
Making
What is
shoes
that?
is
It's
stupid.
the one where he's the son of a shoemaker, and that's what he does. He makes shoes, and I think he sucks at it, and eventually he finds some secret that makes him good at it. I forget exactly. It was pretty good. It wasn't bad, but like you watch it and you're like, Jesus, this is so out of Adam Sandler's comfort zone. But then you realize like he had a 3-movie deal with Netflix, so he probably doesn't give a shit what he's put in.
Yeah, he's got the money. He's got the checks. So
Yeah.
yeah, good for him getting that money.
You pay me enough money, I'll be in. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
Justin, what did you think?
Why does this fucking exist? Who asked for this? No wonder Netflix turned it down. Fuck this movie. Evan? No, I don't have anything constructive to say about
There
it.
is no
It's just
fucking
objectively
constructive.
garbage.
There really isn't anything constructive. It's a movie about Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly as Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson.
Not even as them pretending to be.
Yeah,
them.
pretending like not the like. This is very far from like
Yeah.
an accurate representation. Like someone going to the theater thinking they're getting like a history lesson,
Or even a funny movie.
Or like a
It was
It's
funny
not.
because
I
they're
chuckled a
idiots.
couple times, but that's because how fucking stupid it was.
Yeah.
The hardest I laughed was the puke scene. And that's only because I'm still a child, and I think puking's fucking hilarious after like one too many seconds.
You're not wrong.
But it's not funny.
You're not wrong.
I laughed at the first scene where he used the mathematical equations to kill the mosquito.
Oh yeah, with the trailer scene.
That
It
one.
was still good.
I didn't even see that in the trailer. That was the. And then after they used that more than once, I was like, this is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
They killed it. They used that probably like 4 times.
Everything Will Ferrell did just made me cringe.
It felt like it was edited or created in the Step Brothers form or fashion.
Trying
Like,
to be, yeah.
Yeah, like a typical Will Ferrell, John C. Reilly comedy, which I'm just gonna give it a quick once over. It's one of those movies that was so stupid. It's obviously funny. I mean, it's obviously trying to be so stupid that it's funny. Occasionally, it did its job. I enjoyed it because Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly, and they're great together. But for the most part, I have to say this is probably is the weakest Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly collab, maybe even weakest Will Ferrell movie in general.
I feel like this movie came out of some kind of wormhole from 2010, 2011.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot of jokes about Guy Ritchie's Sherlock Holmes movies with Robert Downey Jr. and Jude Law. It seemed like they were really attacking that and trying to take down big old Guy Ritchie, which I don't think it's really appropriate to go after him. He hasn't had many good movies lately.
Guy Ritchie is like a lovable idiot. Like, I love his movies so much, but they are all riddled with multitudes of plot holes.
So do you think he deserves a takedown like this?
I don't really care.
This feels like a very tactical assault on Guy Ritchie's
That's
aesthetic.
fine. Guy's
didn't
jealous.
bother
Took
me.
Madonna.
I think so. Let's talk about that for a second. So I love Guy Ritchie movies.
Me
Like,
too.
I love them.
Snatch, Lock, Stock, and 2 Smoking Barrels.
Yeah.
But those are his two best. Yeah.
He,
Those are
as much money as it didn't make, King Arthur wasn't that bad. Like, it looked a lot worse than it actually was.
he makes entertaining movies.
Yeah.
He doesn't necessarily tie all of his plots together, which he kind of breaks the rule, and he's one of the few where I kind of give him the pass because.
But I
love,
think that's his style. I think he does that on purpose.
He just knows how to shove popcorn in your face.
Yeah.
That's what he does.
I mean, when I look at Guy Ritchie, I see someone who's doing what I can do just as easily. So, like, in a way, it's like Guy Ritchie's one of my favorite directors because he makes movies that are just fun, and they're going to be good because they're entertaining. But they're not necessarily, like, solid films structure-wise, but, like, I love Snatch. I love Lock, Stock, and 2 Smoking Barrels. I love, I like Rock and Rolla. I don't love it. It's
all right.
one of his worst, but it's still entertaining.
Yeah.
But what did you think about Sherlock Holmes?
I was entertained. I went
Holmes
to
Watson.
I went to go I went to go see it with my mom. Had a wonderful time.
Yeah.
Just it's a great mother-son movie. That's what I'll market it as.
It's a family film.
It's the cool family members. You can just go there and hit it together and relish
Not a mother
and
and son movie.
whatever it can offer to you.
I went way further than I should have on that one in my brain. But anyway.
You're just wrong.
Huh?
I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
Oh, I thought he was wrong for thinking about
No,
that.
he's
I was
fine.
like, come on, man. He's trying to
No, he's fine.
progress the episode.
You're wrong.
But this is an attack on me
No,
in
you're
the
not
same
wrong.
way.
I thought it was enjoyable. Look, like it was
Certain parts were.
Yeah, like
The
it
movie
was,
as a whole, I didn't like, though.
It felt
Right.
like I was sitting in the doctor's office for 15 too many minutes the entire film. That's an apt description of how I felt this whole movie.
At some point,
Was I just wanted it to be over? I wanted to get the fuck out of there.
I liked how ridiculous everything was, though. Like I liked when they when Will Ferrell constantly kept naming Moriarty as this as another man as an imposter, and then they stabbed him and let him die. That was a pretty funny part in the boxing gym.
Yeah.
That fight though, in the boxing gym between Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly and the giant dude, it was totally underplayed. Like, it could have been so much more funny.
Yeah, it could have been.
Even with the pay-per-view jokes in there.
Yeah.
Very topical.
Both the Buffer brothers were.
That was just bad. Because, like, the only people who would find those jokes entertaining are
Fight
people who
fans.
watch UFC. Like, yeah, people watch UFC.
They
and
had
stuff like
Michael
that.
and Bruce Buffer in it. I thought it was kind of cool, but no one else in the theater did.
Well, those aren't the kind of people who are generally going to see this movie.
I thought the Titanic jokes were pretty solid.
Oh, I
Yes,
love
that was my favorite part of the movie. Not the Titanic jokes, but the fact that they got Billy Zane in it.
The original villain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bad guy from Titanic.
That was really funny. Did the Titanic actually does that like accurately line up time wise?
It would have to.
I didn't bother to look it up.
Titanic sank in 1914, so it was being built around. I mean, it launched around 1913, 1914.
I don't think Sherlock Holmes was on the Titanic.
He
No.
wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
He didn't get on the Titanic.
Yeah, he's a fictional character, so I don't think that happened. But, so I don't think that.
Moreover, he doesn't even exist.
Yeah, so that's also.
How did you guys like the young representations of Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly in the beginning
didn't.
of the setup?
I think the kid was like one of the strongest parts of the movie when he's sucking the tear back up.
I liked that part.
That was solid. That was rock solid.
I think I liked that scene for that part, but for the most part, I didn't. I thought it was pretty like it was like it's in every movie basically. It was like typical Will Ferrell, John C. Reilly stuff, and it's like it's cool if it's in there, but like if it's not gonna be, if the movie as a whole doesn't live up to how good like Step Brothers or something else that does the same thing was, it doesn't really do it for me. It's like you can't really, if you're gonna feed me like that's the same setup over and over again, it's got to be actually funny throughout the whole movie, in my opinion. But I don't know. I had a good time. It was fun. I was dreading it was going to be, awful. I mean, awful.
Yeah, I mean, there were all those reports of people walking out of the movie. I was worried about that.
That's always going to happen with the Will Ferrell movie, though. Like, critics gave Step Brothers a 20% on Rotten
But that
Tomatoes.
movie's brilliant.
Yeah. So it's like that type of movie you can never rely on like an actual like critic. Like, I give you a paycheck to go to the movies and tell me what's good.
Yeah, they're going to be upset about that.
They always miss the point. Like, they're always too high on their own self-worth to actually review a movie the way it was meant to be reviewed. In other words, like, if I was to review this movie as like a film, like 2 out of 10, like, it sucked.
Yeah.
It was terrible, obviously. Like, if you're a critic and you're telling people it's a 2 out of 10, don't go see it, and it's a comedy like this, you're doing people a disservice, and you're no better than some corrupt politician. That's my opinion.
Yeah, this is easily a 4 out of 10 from a comedy perspective.
Yeah, like, you're gonna go in, you're gonna enjoy how ridiculous it is. You're not like looking for plot holes. You're not trying to disprove it. Like, you could disprove a lot of things in this movie, but does that mean it's necessary? No.
I would also like to point out the obvious irony that yes, we are reviewing this movie, but no, we're not paid to do it. So we're not held to the same caliber as Roger Ebert.
They haven't paid
Any of
me.
these people
Right.
with Dick. Sorry, that's set up.
Is Roger Ebert dead yet?
Probably.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah.
He had
It's
like
just
debilitating face cancer.
Yeah, he lost his
Wow.
job.
Well,
I
it's
didn't know
because his
that.
opinions were fucking
yeah.
garbage.
Oh yeah.
Wow, okay. I just remembered the Pokemon the movie review that he put out.
Sorry, he's dead. Not my problem.
Yeah, he's not gonna
He
get
lost
mad at
like a
you.
He's a
good.
fucking garbage human being.
He must have lost like a good 60% of his face to some kind of face cancer, or mouth cancer, or I think it was Lou Gehrig's disease.
Yikes.
Yeah, pretty terrifying.
Yeah, he got fucked up.
Yeah. I'd like to say it's because of his disservice to the community when it comes to some movies as a critic, but yeah, I'm not even going to go there.
I did.
Yeah.
Fuck 'em.
Whatever.
It's already been there.
I
Can't take it back.
generally
Don't fuck the dead.
strongly dislike critics. Like,
Well, yeah, don't fuck the dead. You
who
can
gives
fuck with
people
them.
the right to trash a movie and they don't even understand why it was made?
I feel like we do that every week.
Yeah,
No, we don't.
Some of us do.
we have.
I don't trash movies unless they're actually awful. And Traffic was the
No.
worst piece of shit I saw this year.
We're all together on Traffic. We will bring up Traffic 10 years from
I
now.
didn't see it.
I didn't see Traffic. What was
You
that?
didn't see it?
Oh, it was
no.
the movie, about trafficking.
It was
But
like...
it was vaguely about trafficking.
Like
So-
humans?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
it
But
was
you wouldn't know that.
It was so little about trafficking. They felt it necessary to post at the beginning of the movie and the end of the movie that trafficking happens all around the globe. Blah, 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 statistic, etc. Probably just so they got grant money to make the movie, because the movie was made by a director who had just made music videos. So they had like several different like love-making scenes that were like R&B montages.
Nice.
It was terrible.
Yeah, if you played R. Kelly to half this movie, it was a music video.
That's exactly
I
who
feel like
was
that's
thinking of, and I
one of the
didn't see
worst
this.
people to sync up a movie about human trafficking to.
He doesn't human traffic, he just pisses on underage girls.
Yeah.
R.
Keeps them
Kelly?
in basements.
That's fine. He makes good music.
At least he doesn't
R.
have
Kelly?
herpes.
Yeah, not my basement, not my problem.
I don't know if he makes good music.
What?
That might be a stretch.
Dave Chappelle made good music based on R. Kelly.
That's true.
That's fair. I liked R. Kelly's Trapped in the Closet.
R. Kelly's
You-
kind of like the equivalent
That movie's
of
8 things long.
R. Kelly's kind of the equivalent of Big Lurch, we were talking about on the music podcast, who ate his girlfriend on PCP, and I like him because he's so ridiculous.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So Big
Yeah.
Lurch is a rapper
Okay.
who ate his girlfriend on PCP in Texas.
Like her booty?
No,
Actually,
physically.
part of her booty.
Like in a
And-
cannibal way?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he went walking around the streets
Nom nom.
of Texas, naked, dripping blood, saying, "I killed the devil. She attacked me, and I killed the devil."
All right.
And he's in jail, and I wrote to him, and he's a nice man.
Oh, that's cool. So is he still making music, or like
I
what's
hope
up?
No,
you
he's
didn't
done.
put a return
he's done.
address on that.
We've tried to get him to return to the rap world.
Is he out of prison?
Hmm.
Oh.
He's not getting out
Are you
anytime soon.
kidding? He went to prison in Texas for eating his girlfriend on PCP, and he's black.
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah,
He's
okay.
not getting out of prison.
Rest in
He could
peace,
still
buddy.
make music though.
He could.
Didn't Lil Wayne still make music?
They
He
all
was-
did.
Yeah,
To the
he was,
bone.
when he was in prison.
We talked about this last week, how ridiculous it is that we let musicians have a career from prison as if this entire fucking world is a game. It's ridiculous.
It's beautiful.
It's not beautiful.
I want more cell phone records.
No, you don't.
I don't.
Speaking of music, how about that musical number in Holmes and Watson?
There it
Oh,
is.
yeah.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Ugh, God.
That was something else.
It was painful, but at the same time, it was so unexpected and ridiculous that I went with it, and I didn't mind it.
Yeah, when it started, I went like, is this
I might have rolled my eyes.
is this like a 1 second meme? And then it kept going. I was like, this is still fucking going?
I was thrilled. I thought it was wonderful. It was a nice way to break up the pacing of the movie, because a lot of the other jokes and bits and scenes just kind of felt like Saturday Night Live sketches going
Yeah.
a little bit too long.
Yeah.
But that was like the thing that's like,
all
this
we
is
need
the
to think about
beginning, this is the middle, this is the end. It was finite.
I liked when Sherlock Holmes poisoned Watson, though. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, that was good.
That was pretty
I have to watch it. I have to see what's going on, what's going to happen. That was good.
Mm-hmm.
That was like typical. That made me think of Taquito from Tim and Eric's $1 Billion Movie because of how sickly John C. Reilly
Mm-hmm.
looked.
Yeah.
Taquito!
You know, as much as I like Will Ferrell, I think this movie was as bad as it was because of him.
Yeah.
Explain.
Because John C. Reilly wasn't that bad.
No.
No,
It was-
he was fine.
I started to roll my eyes whenever Will Ferrell started to speak. Like all of John C. Reilly scenes with the Queen, I kind of liked.
They
Yeah.
were funny.
Yeah.
When it was just him doing something, it was funny. And then Will would come in and just swing his celebrity dick all over something good.
I love you. Remember John C. Reilly kept holding the Queen's hand whenever he got the opportunity. That had me dying. There's like little things that were probably improvised like that.
See, John C. Reilly was funny in this, I feel.
Yeah.
Will Ferrell kind of... He took being Will Ferrell for granted.
I think he does. I think he really does like think of himself a little bit too high.
He
and
almost
mighty
thinks
right
like
now.
no matter what he does, it's going to be funny now, maybe?
Yeah.
That's what it
And-
felt like. It felt like ego.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
how
he
much of
got
that-
in the way of himself.
I mean, his character was an ego.
Yeah.
True, but I mean...
But this felt like Will Ferrell's ego.
It did. It
Not not Sherlock. Like, Sherlock's ego is self-deprecating.
Yeah.
Will Ferrell's like, I'd suck my own dick 3 times from Sunday.
He might have just played it too strong because that was his character, and he's known for making these characters over the top, like on Saturday Night Live and like any other movie. Like, he's known for being over the top like this.
But the thing about Sherlock is that character is already over the top. Like, he's funny by happenstance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, just the way that Sherlock should be written is like with a subtle hint of humor.
Mm-hmm. Like, Benedict Cumberbatch plays it perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I know this is
He's a
definitely...
Yeah, it's a little different from
This is definitely
Sherlock.
more of an exaggerated type of comedy, but he took it too far,
Yeah.
trying to be funny.
Well, like with
It didn't come naturally to him.
Well, with Will Ferrell's performance, like how much do we blame Will Ferrell for that, and how much do we blame the director for letting all that happen?
Will
Too hard to
Ferrell.
tell.
Nah, Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell?
He can get away with doing what he wants now.
I
On
think it's
the
too
set
hard
of
to tell.
comedy shows,
Who is the director?
who knows?
Anyone know?
Could be anyone. Could be you, Evan.
I don't know, but I might have it right
so.
here.
I hope not.
Like you felt, wait, why is my name on the IMDb?
Fuck no. Well, my philosophy is that if it is a new director, he might have gone with whatever Will Ferrell brought to the table.
Eaton
and might have
Cohen.
Gone, that's
Click
great.
on him, see what
Yeah,
he
he's
did.
like, oh, I guess
Who the
that's the
fuck's
process.
Eaton Cohen?
Not a Cohen brother, is he?
Eaton Cohen's
Both the Cohen brothers did this movie?
No.
No.
He did Madagascar. That explains everything I need to know. Oh, he did Tropic Thunder. Or he wrote Tropic Thunder, Men in Black 3, and Madagascar. Escape to
Wrote.
Africa.
Keyword wrote.
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 Once
That's
you
what he's
bring your
best
script to
known.
the production.
He's
it's
directed
different.
This Shit and Get Hard.
But,
Holmes and Watson and Get
Yeah,
Hard.
so Will Ferrell got to do whatever he
King
wanted
of
on
the
this
Hill.
movie.
so he already...
Oh, as writer.
Yeah,
Writer.
So he already has experience with Will Ferrell.
So he's a funny writer. How'd he fuck this one up? Because he didn't
Well,
write it?
but he's new to directing.
Who
Get
wrote
Hard sucked, didn't it?
it? It was written by
Yeah,
him.
it
He
was
fucked
bad.
up.
It was
Yeah.
pretty bad.
See, this is a pure example of a director going with what the actor brings to the table.
He wrote on Recess.
He did?
Yeah.
Wow.
He wrote Idiocracy.
That was a good one.
It just goes to prove that writing is different from
Yeah,
directing,
some people
though.
can write, they can't direct. Some people
Yeah.
can direct, they can't write.
That's what makes me wonder, like, maybe the
and
writing
some
of this
people
movie...
are Michael Bay and can't do either.
I have to agree.
Shots fired, Michael Bay.
Fuck him, he's...
I'd like to know how he got his chance and what won people over.
It's
What,
okay.
Michael Bay?
Yeah.
Oh.
J.J. Abrams can't stop doing lens
Porn?
flares, so...
I was going to say, wasn't he
Bad
in The
Boys
Rock?
was... No, Bad
Wasn't
Boys
he-
and The
wasn't he
Rock
the director
were
on The Rock?
well received.
The Rock.
Yeah,
No.
The Rock
What's
with
The
Sean
Rock?
Connery and
Isn't that
Nicolas Cage.
Michael Bay?
Yes,
I
it
don't know.
is.
Yeah.
He's done some good stuff.
Yeah, and then he
Bad
stopped.
Boys.
And then he made Transformers, and then he just shit on the rock.
It was all downhill from Transformers.
Is he doing Bad Boys 3?
No.
Oh, that's sad.
No,
Yeah, I
it's not.
kind of would like if he did that.
They could,
Yeah.
That's supposed to be his like one coveted movie.
Put him
Bad
back in
Boys
his
and Bad
element,
Boys
yeah.
2.
Poor Michael Bay.
No.
Oh.
But anyway, let's go into. I don't think there's anything really substantial to go into. So let's go into final thoughts. Number grade, Rob.
3.
Out of?
100.
Rob, 3! Fuck this shit.
Yeah, fuck this movie. I was so disappointed. I love Will Ferrell so much, and he destroyed it for me.
Yeah.
I almost feel like crying right now. So fuck this movie. 3.
You'd cry if you had feelings.
I have feelings
They're buried. Like this movie's plot.
buried under all
Anyway.
this muscle.
I have to give this movie a 3 as well. It's...
Dog shit.
The dog shit seal of approval.
Dog shit is more pleasant to watch.
So-
I tried to fall asleep fucking 3 times. I couldn't do it.
I didn't
Because
hate
it was so engaging.
No.
Oh.
It was never engaging. I actually don't even remember the fucking fight scene. I think I did fall asleep for that.
Well, it only lasted
You're
like 2
lying.
minutes.
No.
You had the edge of your seat.
To
Yeah.
leave. I was like you during... Oh, fuck was that movie? You were just like, I got...
Mortal Engines.
Mortal Engines.
I was
You saw
painful.
Mortal Engines?
Oh, it's painful.
Mortal Engines, Evans on
You
the...
hated it?
No,
You
I never
loved it?
saw it. I saw the trailers. I thought it looked good. And...
You might as well have hated it.
Don't.
Oh.
It's
Don't,
okay.
don't go see that
That's
movie.
sad.
No, it
This
was,
is-
it was so bad.
This was Evan, like nearly almost 40 minutes left. He's just at the edge of his seat. He's like, I want to fucking go. He's like, this might be the first movie I walk off. And he's literally on the edge of his seat. And
I
then he crawls
remember
back
hearing
in,
that.
lays
Fuck
down,
this
throws his
movie.
hood on. Like,
Justin
I was so
caught me
anxious.
sleeping.
Damn.
I caught him sleeping.
Not even Hugo Weaving could reel that one in.
He was the worst part. He was the worst part.
He was the cancer of that film.
He was
my
the
God.
never
The
evolving,
cancer was the cancer of that
never
film.
understandable villain.
I figured Red Skull would be able to bring a little more nuance to that film.
Terrible.
That's Elrond.
He was terrible. He
not
he
Red
was
Skull.
like he was charismatic until randomly a weapon was found. Randomly, like we never saw his thirst for power before, and then all of a sudden he completely disowned his family, killed his wife,
Fuck her.
tried to kill his daughter.
Fuck her.
Over a weapon he found where we never knew he was looking for power the entire movie. It was
Yeah,
fucking
then you really
retarded.
didn't know why he was going to blow up Asia. I forget what it was called.
They never explained any of it. Yeah.
You gotta watch this movie.
Yeah, I guess I gotta check it
but
out.
you need to do it while you're really, really drunk, so you can't remember this piece of shit.
So don't
Nice.
watch the movie.
I would rather see Holmes and Watson again.
I would.
than ever see Mortal Life.
3
in my
times.
life.
I'd rather watch
Yeah.
Holmes and Watson 3 times in a row than watch Mortal
It was
Engines
really
once.
disappointing.
Wow,
to see
all right.
Peter
So at
Jackson
least,
fail.
it's not that
That
bad.
might objectively be worst movie of the year for me.
Oh, I keep calling it Peter Jackson's fault, but who's
It's
really
not.
the
He
producer?
just produced
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, which explains a lot, because if he did direct it, it would have been great. I have no
Maybe
doubt
not
in my
great,
mind.
but better.
Well,
It would have
definitely
been really
better.
long and a lot of walking.
here's my thought process
really
behind
long.
this: is like I'm doing 500 fucking
It was a
million
lot of
things in
walking.
my independent film business. Like I can't
you
imagine
say.
what Peter Jackson does on a daily basis. So
Yeah.
what does producing something only really mean if you're Peter Jackson?
Throw
You know
money
what I
at
mean?
it.
Right.
That's probably all he did because he's working on that World War I movie, right?
That's
That
done
looks
and shot.
amazing.
That looks
It is.
so good.
It is
Yeah.
fantastic.
I didn't get a chance to see it, but it looks amazing.
It played on one day, December 17th.
What is it called?
They
will
shall
never-
not grow old.
They shall not grow old.
Yeah,
It was
that looks
fantastic.
incredible.
It
You
was.
saw it?
Yeah.
Oh fuck! I want to see it so bad.
I want to see
It was
that
really
looks
good.
so good.
I gotta remember that. Thou shall not grow old.
So yeah, hot take: Holmes and Watson.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Holmes and Watson. I was a little bit more forgiving than you guys. I did I understood it was going into a shit fest that was kind of just a comedy aimed directly at my jugular.
More like aimed at your asshole.
Yeah. So I gave it a 5, and that's I guess
Almost
generous.
together.
But I found some comedy parts in times. Like I found some parts really funny. And other times I found it really silly and stupid. But I had a good time. I mean, I wasn't going in looking for the Sherlock Holmes that Benedict Cumberbatch was in. I was going for Step Brothers 3, basically, which we'll hopefully get soon.
But they made a second one already.
Oh, 2, I meant. I'm sorry. Yeah. No, I
Like,
wish.
where have I been?
I know. That would be like you'd stop everything,
Yeah.
go home, and
Gotta
watch
get
that,
outta here.
no matter how early you had to get up. But yeah, no, I give it a 5. I thought it was good in parts, but for the most part, it was too silly to be fun. What I did like is that it was actually enjoyable to hear a younger audience laugh at this movie. Meaning their parents are bringing them into movies that they probably shouldn't see, which is good because I believe that the MPAA is a stupid board and that we need to get rid of it.
Oh, ratings are just AIDS.
Ratings are not going to prevent people from going to see movies, especially these days.
Ratings aren't
don't
helpful. They
know.
just hold back creativity
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then stifle
just
any
like
hope.
Venom.
Except for Lars von Trier, who seems to keep making movies intentionally to try to piss off the MPAA.
That guy's so weird.
Yeah. Well,
I don't get this reference.
We still have to see the house that Jack built.
Yeah, that I'll watch.
Yeah. That we gotta find soon. That one might be on
That's
streaming.
on demand now.
Can we watch that?
Yeah.
We should rent it. and
Somebody
watch
give
it.
me context later. No, no.
So, well, I mean, this is a short review. So, Lars von Trier, he did Antichrist with Willem Dafoe. There's full penetration in the movie.
There is.
There's a scene.
Willem Dafoe full penetration.
There's a scene
On
when
himself?
He gets penetrated?
Yeah,
Oh,
He penetrates multiple things.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I thought he got penetrated.
Probably.
and there's a scene when
you saw the movie.
there's a scene when French actress and musician Catherine, I forget her last name. She's such a good musician too. There's a scene where she takes a rock and crushes Willem Dafoe's genitals and then cuts it off.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then there's Melancholia, where there's a woman on her wedding night cheats on her husband and the world's ending, and he's not a fun guy. He's not approachable.
The husband or the guy that she cheats with?
The director.
The director. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds fun.
Wait, what?
Who are we talking about? The director?
No.
I was asking about the character, the husband.
In
He's the bad guy?
Melancholia,
Oh.
the lead actress,
Mm-hmm.
it's basically about, the film is about, it's more about the inevitability of death, or like the end of things.
Mm-hmm.
And this woman cheats on her husband with someone, basically because of a complex with basically the feeling like everything's crushing in on her, the world's ending. And it's a real deep movie, but it's also really fucked up.
Cool.
Yeah.
Melancholia.
And he did another movie based on the world ending. I forget the name of it, but basically he's not a guy who makes films for people to leave the theater happy. He's a man who makes films for people to leave the theater thinking, and he makes complex movies for complex people, and the MPAA doesn't like that because he doesn't really sugarcoat things.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's very dark. He did Nymphomaniac
Oh, yeah.
with
Weird movie.
Shia
Michael
LaBeouf.
Fassbender.
Oh,
Wait.
No, that was
That was Shame. I'm
Shame.
sorry.
Okay.
Nymphomaniac was
Shia.
Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah,
He wasn't in that movie.
Shia the Beef LaBeouf?
he was.
Nymphomaniac was a 2-part movie about this lady who was, like, really into sex.
That was Shia LaBeouf was in that.
No, I'm pretty sure they're Shia LaBeouf.
That wasn't his
No, he
movie,
wasn't the
though.
lady, though.
Yeah, I know
That was somebody else.
No, he was in
Shia
it.
LaBeouf was in the movie as a different character,
Yeah.
not the Nymphomaniac. That was the lady.
So Michael Fassbender did Shame and Hunger with... Michael Fassbender did Hunger and Shame with the director of Widows.
Yeah.
Widows was
that's what I'm
good.
thinking
Yeah.
of. Yeah,
Widows-
Widows was great.
Yeah, we should have somebody with like IMDb ready to go. We're probably just making
we're
all
getting
this up.
better. Like, I've noticed already, like, doing this podcast, like, my recall is better.
Mm-hmm.
But it'll, yeah, we should have something like that.
Yeah.
I try to not do it. Like, obviously, like, there's only so much I can do being, like, an independent filmmaker and, like, also, like, doing research and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Everybody works. We do our best. I think we do a good job. I think we're more well-versed than 90% of the population. So we can kind of give a little bit of insight, I hope. But yeah, if you guys...
I'm not on that caliber.
If you guys want to let us know what you think, feel free, and we will, hit you up.
What do I get? A hot take on Holmes and Watson? It was a fine movie. I think 5 out of 10 is pretty fair. I'll bump it up to a 6 because again, Mom's watching, and she really liked it. So it works for some people.
Yeah.
Doesn't work for some other people. Maybe most people.
I would say the majority of people.
Yeah, maybe the majority of people doesn't
Yeah.
work.
On
But
Earth.
it works for some people.
Little Malaysian death babies would rather die than watch this movie.
Run into the fire.
Wow, that's a specific one. Yeah, 6 out of 10. I'll call it a 6 out of 10.
That's fucking.
Your opinion is
high.
objectively wrong.
It could be. But hey, I'm on the internet. I'm on the
It
internet.
is, it is.
Listen, the point of what I just said is that it made no sense.
Cool.
I came out of the theater at like a 6.5, and then I was like, nah, I've seen way better.
I came out of the
But,
theater at a
but I mean, it's
4.
still... Yeah.
I came out of the theater and called Nicole and just kind of was like, I need to erase this from my memory. She's like, you saw it for the podcast. I was like, fuck, I can't erase this from my memory.
It's not...
I can't now.
It's not bad. One thing I've learned from this podcast in general, or one thing that I've gained from this podcast in general, it's like I've for the first time in my life, I've seen everything that's come out.
Yeah.
And
That's true.
And like, it's kind of lame, but at the same time, like, it's what I do. It's kind of cool
I still
to know.
enjoy it. It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love going to movies.
I'm not really asking for that time back.
No. It's only an hour
I
and a half.
jokingly was at first. Yeah, it was an hour and a half, so I was like, this is going to be garbage, but at least I can pee.
Yeah, it's manageable.
Yeah.
Yeah. If more shitty movies were an hour and a half, I'd be happier.
Yes.
But when they're
That's-
2 hours and 6 fucking minutes like Mortal Engines, I'm going to burn the theater down.
To be honest, like 90% of the movies this year, for some reason, have been 2 hours. And I
Yeah.
wonder if it's streaming
I'm real over it.
that's making people think they need to do that.
It's weird. Like when I'm in my bed, movie could be 3 hours. I don't care.
Yeah.
But if I'm going out, like No, I got shit to do later.
Yeah.
If I don't get shit to do later, I would like to find a reason to do shit later.
Because they force the trailers, but luckily because we go every week, we know to go later to avoid the trailers if we want.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Oh, realizing going
Always
to...
30 minutes at AMC.
It is a prompt 30. I could have stayed in bed longer last night.
That was the best thing of They Shall Not Grow Old. They went straight into the movie.
Nice.
It's because it was a Phantom premiere event.
And when I went to go see Aquaman, because it was a week early, it went straight into the movie.
Nice.
Movie,
But I kind of like
credits.
trailers.
Yeah, but I've seen them all.
Do I want to see Vice?
Yeah, Vice is good.
See it, but know that it is nothing like the trailer at all. It was a marketing scheme that I completely endorse.
Oh, you saw it already?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Do you like it or do you not like it?
I liked it a lot, but it was too long.
It's slow.
But I didn't get
Not
any.
enough
The
choice.
trailer was completely
No, really.
the opposite of what it was.
Yeah.
But I
It was great.
respected it after the fact because after I thought about it, I realized that the trailer was
I
actually
guess I want to see it.
the trailer needed to be edited that way to bring people into the theater because no
Yes.
one wants to hear about politics when Donald Trump is in office. That's a
Yeah.
fact. So to get people in, they needed to go comedy route. They got me in. It wasn't all comedy. It was more of like one of the best biopics on Dick Cheney I've ever seen. It was long, but I thought it was a very good movie. Just didn't need to be that long. But then again, like, you know, if they could have edited the trailer to be accurate to what the movie was actually about and put that out there and people would actually be interested, like the general population would actually be interested, you know, they would have done that.
Yeah.
But like, because that's not the case, you know, they had to trick you a little bit. But when you get in there, it's a great movie.
Vice versus Holmes and Watson. Which one do you see? Which one
Oh,
do you
Vice.
recommend to the people?
Vice.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is that the only movie out right now?
Oh, Aquaman's out.
Yeah, go see Aquaman.
Holmes and Watson versus Aquaman. Who
Aquaman.
wins?
What? No, that's not even fair.
Aquaman wins hands down.
All right, Holmes and
Aquaman's
Watson
worth it.
and
Probably.
It
The re-
really is.
No, because if you...
Jason Momoa could not ruin it, which was the only thing I was worried about.
He's also the only person I could see playing Aquaman.
Yeah, I mean,
I
the
guess
guy
so.
from Entourage.
Fuck
I couldn't
Vincent
finish
Chase.
that joke.
Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito would be a wonderful Aquaman.
We
But
only
he's
refer
already
to everyone
Penguin.
from Entourage
You
by
can't-
that name.
You can't
by their
double cast him in DC.
Well, that's where you
Fuck
throw in
Fuck
the
Turtle.
double cast.
the
Turtle
plot
especially.
twist.
That's
That's
I'm
a
really
cute scheme.
Penguin, and then
Johnny Drama's my favorite voice.
like he's at Atlantis fighting Orm, the Ocean Master, and then he's like, actually, guys, I'm the Penguin.
that was a very good movie though.
The Penguin?
No, Aquaman.
Oh, yeah, that was good. I like that.
It was impressive. A lot of great stuff in there. A lot of very pretty movie.
Yeah.
A lot of great action and
Yeah.
art and generally concept art was so
Also,
good.
as like a diehard like DC fan, loved Black Manta. That was like
Yep, me
his
too.
costume was so cool. His fights were the best.
I
Wish
missed-
we had more of them.
I missed the cutscene. Did you see the cutscene?
At the end?
I didn't see it.
Yeah.
But I
It
want more
wasn't
of
much
him.
of anything, but it was just like, okay, Black Manta is like the next like big bad. But I was kind of hoping that he would be in Suicide Squad 2,
Right.
because my favorite Suicide Squad arc from the comic is when Black Manta is repentant for being such a dick all the time and says, "You know what? I should kill the right people."
Comic book movies have been so popular that I guarantee you, within 50 years, will have seen not many plot lines in the comic books untouched. It's just proven too successful.
I hope a lot of like the 90s and early 2000s plot lines start making it,
yeah.
because now they're all done with the Silver Age. So I think like Bronze Age and beyond is going to start taking off. I really hope.
Bronze Age?
Yeah, that's just like 90s, like everyone going over to Image Comics and everyone has like pouches on pouches and giant pecs and just monster men.
Okay.
Yeah, Spawn.
I see what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Oh,
and then
it's
and
terrible.
Cable, and we already got Cable.
Yeah. I want to see new X-Men. But anyway, let's round this one out because we got a schedule to keep.
You got it.
We gotta
But-
get you your reviews. But anyway, anything to plug this week, Rob?
Like, rate, review, subscribe, stay hydrated.
Justin?
Is that salty about not getting water?
The water champ.
Water? God, you are such a specific motherfucker.
I make jokes from me.
You
Fuck the
are
world.
your number one audience.
Keep those jeans high and tight.
Yup.
Give me your review.
Tastes like coffee. What Rob said, but times 2. More
Stay
views.
extra hydrated.
Stay more hydrated than water can provide.
Wow.
Drink vodka.
Kill yourself.
Yes.
with
It's
water.
the opposite.
Yeah.
You failed.
No, figure it out.
No, if you drink vodka, you get yourself even thirstier, and then you can drink more water than, I don't know. Actually, that
then you
argument
die.
fell apart as I was laying it out.
Yeah, that happened.
Listen to this guy. You know.
What do you got to plug other than booty?
Hey, well, DIY is
Oh.
currently off the air. However, we are cutting up some web exclusive content for everybody. So we're going to have some really cool performances from Inland Seas, Kimbo Rose,
Kimball
many
Slice.
other. What was it?
Slice.
Kimbo. I wish we had Kimbo Slice on DIY. That'd be amazing. But
He's dead.
Kimbo Rose and Absinthe Rose and Out of System Transfer. And I believe we have about 6 other performances that are ready to go. Those will be up soon, and there will be new promos coming for you soon on DIYtheshow.com.
What kind of performances?
Musical
Sexual.
performances.
So, like, give me a reference, like an example of what it's similar to.
Inland Seas would probably be similar to The Killers. Absinthe
Rain.
Rose would be similar to Julian Baker with a little bit more folky twang to it.
Mhm.
And Out of System Transfer is anarchistic acoustic folk punk. Kind of like...
Dick Cheney?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're Dick Cheney with guitars.
Nice. So, like, music, kind of like music?
Music, yeah.
Awesome.
So we got a lot of those performances coming up, and then we are getting ready for season 4.
Awesome.
Very excited about that.
Cool. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in to Brutally Honest Reviews, only on the Brutally Honest Network.